nighttime, and we are going to do a night load of either one or two yz450fx dirt bikes. We're going to go try and get a Recluse clutch put on that bike. Could put it on myself, but honestly I've never done it, so someone on Facebook offered to help. Got and buy a Recluse clutch from on the FX. That 110 is sweet. Then we got a 150 tucked in between my friend's Bayou 350 that we're trying to get running. Raptor 125 Craftsman 5500 Craftsman. All right, but we switch camera lenses in the middle. No, we can't go to the 0.5. So we're gonna set this up real good for recording purposes. Gonna go grab a rail, and we're gonna load into the back of the truck in the garage. The first time I've loaded a dirt bike in the garage since I got this garage. A little bit of a journey back here, so I can't pick them up both at a time. Been thinking about getting the folding rail. I don't know how much they cost, but I'd ballpark it if the folding rail, the one you like only place on one side and then it folds over and it's like 3 feet wide or so, if the folding rail is less than 150 bucks, I'd probably pull the trigger. I've just never looked them up to know how much they cost, because these rails that I have, rusty and all, rail number 2, inbound. Considering attempting to drive, oops, not on my garage. Considering attempting to drive one of the bikes up, but who knows if I'll do that. So now is the time to decide if I'm going to bring just one bike or both the bikes. I kind of want to see if I can have the guy that knows how to work on these bikes a little bit better than I do look at both of my bikes and tell me if this 450fx that I just got 2017, if it's a clapper or not. 'Cause I don't really break into the engines too much. Do my oil changes, do my air filter changes, change tires, chains, simple stuff, but the hard stuff I don't really dive into that much. Whatever. I just like to ride, buy and sell too. Let's see. What are we stuck on? Oh, we're stuck on the stand for the other bike. So this is the bike that will be getting a Recluse clutch, a used Recluse clutch, but it's a Recluse clutch with the Hinson clutch pack. Honestly, guy's got a lot of different parts that I'm just going to kind of bring this bike and see what I want to add to it. But if he tells me this bike is an absolute junker, which I don't think it is, hopefully we can take the top off and can do a little that measurement thing that I can't really think of the name off the top of my head. He tells me it's a junker, then makes me a lowball offer, then I'll know he's a scammer. But I don't think he is. Let's bring just one bike. Just one. I don't know why I felt the need to maybe bring multiple. So this is the fun part where I've never dropped a bike loading it in by myself, but I do get a little bit more careless each and every time that I try to do it. So, like, I know that before I'd always strap my straps down, strap my rails down, but I don't think I'm going to do that this time. I think I'm just going to try and push it up. Let's get this thing at least lined up straight. If this goes crashing down, we will know that I made a bad choice. I was at least careful enough to put the rubber mat down underneath where the rails meet the concrete. That should prevent some slipping. But let's see if we can get this thing up there. Oh, easy as pie, easy as cake. Kickstand, booyah. Get a little bit of tied downness. So that worked. We didn't drop the bike yet. Things could still go wrong. But come on. Things are going good. So that's set. Bike's leaning this way. Once I lean it the other way, it should probably compress, and chances are I won't have to actually adjust this side. Loop. So for the journey that we're doing tomorrow to get this Rekluse clutch, I'm going to drive almost 2.5 hours with no traffic. I'm not one to go driving super far unless it's for dirt biking, actual dirt biking, but can't act like getting a Rekluse clutch isn't in the spirit of dirt biking. I think this bike's in pretty good shape. So here's where, yeah, that's actually, honestly, that's too tight for what I want to do right now. I'm gonna let it sit overnight and tighten it all in the morning. I just want it to not fall for right now. I mean, I'd say that's 15% load compression. Oh, you've slipped. And for sake of aesthetics, let's center everything up. If it's sitting cockeyed driving down the road, you don't look like you know what you're doing. You know how I always know what I'm doing, apparently. Let's fire it up. Oh. No, there is no. It sounded like I was trying to start it with the butt plug in. There's no butt plug in. Let's hear this bad boy. Didn't sound very good. sounded better the last time I started it. Hopefully it's not junk. But if it is junk, it's my junk. I mean, got some scratching on the case. Some wear and tear on that. I mean, clearly it's been ridden. But, I mean, this is a bad thing to go off of, but if stock graphics still look like they're in good shape, it's been dropped once or twice. I'd say it's usually probably good, but you can just buy stock graphics, put them back on, so it's not bulletproof. But I mean, sprocket, not bad, it's not great. Chain, I mean, not great. Oh, the brake rotors or something that I saw that I don't think I like. I don't like that gap. I mean, it may be part of the design. Oh, there's rust in there as well. But I mean, everything should be working. Part of the fact that that bike just didn't start and sounded like it had a plug in the back is part of why I wanted to bring my other bike, my other 450, the original 450 that I'm sort of replacing with this newer one. This is 2017 yz450f race one. No kickstand, no fans, no electric start. I found out I ride a lot more single. I'm trying to do more single track and less just track. And this thing starts smoking, overheating, doing all that stuff. And anytime I have to wait on like my girlfriend or my dad on the trails, it starts heating up, and then I'll just have to turn it off, and then I got to kickstart it after about 45 seconds of waiting. And the kickstart is just kind of getting old from the waiting and then the overheating. But the FX come with the fans, which what I looked into, you can't really just get the fans and slap it on there. Like, I mean, it's not impossible to convert a race bike to the F to FX, but I just wasn't interested in doing all the work for that. I saw this bike come up as a good deal, and this bike has both electric and kickstart. That was something I was hoping to get, and it's also a 2017. But I mean, there's little. The guy had it sitting outside for like 6 months, which I hate. He hated it. It's part of why he sold it. He ended up losing his garage and had the bike. I don't know. He moved in with his sister, so she wouldn't let him use the garage for the bike. Bummer. But hopefully she runs good and strong, because I'm already going to dump a Rekluse clutch in here before actually taking it out and doing a real ride. But successful loading. See how this video turns out.